Welcome once again to the Mind My Mind talk show. Today, we will find out about a very interesting wearable, the Mendi headband. And we have with us today Mr. Alexandru Stoica, who joins us from all the way from Sweden. He is the Chief of Operations for Mendi.io. So let's hear from him what Mendi is all about. What is this headband all about? So Alex, help us understand what is Mendi? What is the Mendi headband?
First of all, thank you for having us. Pleasure to be on this call, and then as well be able to talk a bit more about Mendi and what we do. This is Mendi. Yeah, exactly. So what we're doing is basically we're making possible for everyone to access brain enhancement training that is being used by top athletes and executive to improve mental well-being, performance, and overall health. And then with Mendi is what you can do is strengthen your brain anytime, anywhere. And our mission is to make every brain healthier. And then our as well, 5-year mission is to transform the brain health of 100 plus million people. So
very interesting. So for those of you who are hearing about Mendi for the first time, it is a headband, right? The kinds that you can see Alex wearing. It's actually worn around the head. Alex, it'll be great if you can show it to us. Wow. And this is a headband which, when worn for a few minutes every day, helps in improving brain functions and has been proven to better sleep cycles, better focus, build better focus, and a lot more. And I believe a lot of other use cases, research is going on other use cases. Alex, that's what I hear about.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we're focusing on training the executive function, which is situated in the prefrontal cortex, and it's been shown as well that it's by doing that you're improving overall brain health, managing anxiety, stress, and basically you're increasing performance. And what Mendi does is helping you to train neural networks and increase the blood flow in the prefrontal cortex region of the brain. And we use as well scientifically validated gamifying neurofeedback technology to deliver the optimal experience. Yeah,
that's very interesting. So it improves blood flow to the cortex and helps improve brain functions. Did I get that right?
Exactly. And then as well, we're using this technology which is called FNIRS. So you're able to measure the levels of deoxygenated and oxygenated blood flow in the prefrontal cortex, which is in itself is the neuroactivation. Yeah.
Basically, you're working around neurofeedback. Let's explain a bit about, how does the headband work?
So just to explain it super fast. I mean, you basically set the headband on your forehead here, and then it's super easy to set up, and then you press the button which is connected to an app, and then you're able to, with 10 minutes a day, you're able to train your brain. So what you can see on the app as well is basically your blood flow is represented by a ball on the app, which the upward movement of the ball is translated in real-time feedback from the headset. So if you are pumping more blood flow into your prefrontal cortex, then the ball will have an upward movement, and then you are receiving as well feedback during the game itself. And then if you are decreasing your blood flow, that means that you're not in a focus state. The movement of the ball is going to be downward, so you know that you're not doing what the game is intended to. And then through the signal processing, you're able to do this in real time, and the feedback either positive or negative, and you are able to self-regulate and be able to increase the blood flow.
Very interesting to understand the science behind it. Alex, how did this happen? How did this invention come by?
Yeah, I mean, the technology has been available it's been mostly available in more of a bigger setup, so not that accessible. And the two founders met, and then they thought about how to make it more accessible, and they developed this like miniaturized version of those like bulky machines. And I mean, it all started with an idea, with prototypes, and then that was in 2018. And then there's been as well a lot of help from both the Swedish government as well at EU level, with some grants from both the parties. And then it went into a commercial state in 2020 when it was launched, a crowdfunding campaign on Kickstarter, and then on Indiegogo, which was the most successful one in Sweden and the most successful one in the wellness category. So it was in 2 months of running the campaign, we had over 10,000 units being sold. And then since then, we've iterated the software part. We're working on making the signal processing better. We're working as well with the research, and as well with like the scientists to be able to develop different protocols. And yeah, so we're always striving to get better and to improve the use cases as well, but as well the experience that our users are
basically.
Yeah.
What you guys did is you brought brain training out of the clinics and in an easy to wear device, way more convenient, and of course more viable the general public.
Exactly. It's making it accessible. It's more about it's about bringing technology to people rather than people to technology. So that's what we are. So
what did the early users say? Like you said, about 10,000 units went in the first campaign. What was their feedback?
I mean, like the early adopters, we've had very positive feedback, and as well like testimonials, and then that they love the product, and then they've had the previous experience with neurofeedback, or they've had, for example, they said they had maybe struggled to meditate without having like sensory stimulation, and now it's like they being able to have this type of experience, and as well more into people saying that they've now managed to sit and then like read a book, and then it's like without like losing the concentration. So there's a wide array of testimonials, and
I went through some of these, and they're really eye-opening, as to how just a usage of one little wearable device, which is in your hands, it makes it so convenient to look after your brain and improve your mental health, improve your mental fitness, I would say.
Exactly.
It helps not only on the self-development side by helping improve focus, but also touches upon the therapeutic side by helping you work on your sleep cycles, which is a basic problem for many mental health diseases, as well as reduce stress levels, because obviously you meditate and build focus, and obviously that kind of enhances your thought process and positively.
Yeah.
So
But then it goes as well, like in hand with why the prefrontal cortex and why is it so important? Because it's the driver of your brain. So that's why because I mean there's a lot of things that have like a spillover effect into like mood regulation, and then as well like stress regulation, and then there's a wide spectrum as well, like in terms of as well like research, and then as well like ongoing studies that are like checking the impact of increased blood flow in the prefrontal cortex. And one way to do that is with Mendi, increase the blood flow.
So brain is the most important organ of the body. We survive by it, you know. Even when the heart is pumping, if your brain dead, you are dead. You're not really living. But it is also something that we ignore the most in our day-to-day lives, and not only ignore, we abuse the most by getting into situations where we're not kind of trying to help ourselves, or situations that don't help ourselves. And I think the wearable band is a great way to help increase blood flow and better the health of the cortex by way of doing that. Interesting. So Alex, which all countries are you is Mendi the headband available in?
I mean, we are certified to be in Europe, as we have the CE marking, and then we have as well the FCC mark. So we are in Europe, and then we are as well in North America, in India, and then we have a strong international presence, and like having even a stronger presence on the already established markets. So
awesome. Awesome. So thank you, Alex. This was great information for all of us. Viewers, get your Mendi today. I'm getting mine. Let's better our brain health and train our brains and train our minds. Thank you. Do share and like this video ahead. Bye-bye. Thank you, Alex.
Bye-bye. Thank you for having me.